Hi everybody, what's going on? We are live streaming right now because I got a new car pack, the newest one that's out on Forza Horizon 5, which is the Nissan Retro Racing car pack, or Retro Racers car pack. None of the cars look like cars that I like to have in my inventory, but I wanted to try it out anyway because the car pack was on sale on Steam, and I was like, why not? And the car pack deal that was on Steam was for anything that you're missing. So, ooh, what just happened to this new Lamborghini? By the way, I'm driving this Lamborghini right now, which is a 2014 Huracan LP610-4. I just unlocked it. So, it came out of a wheel spin, and I was like, let's give it a go. Okay, so stock is pretty good. But we're gonna go ahead and do a quick jump and then, you know, get back into the cars of the new car pack. I want to show the new car pack. I haven't tried it at all ever since I downloaded the cars. I have not driven any of them. They're all brand new to me also, and I wanted to see what they drive like when they're stock and if there's anything funny and cool we could do with them in terms of some tweaks and tune-up that will get them going in some fun ways, because almost every car stock is just not that great. Like this Lamborghini right now, not really pushing it, right? I'm flooring it, and it's very slow stock. But anyway, this is what it looks like on the inside. And 195 we're getting to, 96, 97 we got to. Seems to be a pretty stable car. Seems to be a nice car, actually. I wonder if I could turn this one into a drifter of sort. Yeah, it wants to spin a little bit. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit because I can't really hear very well for myself here. My machine. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and get back home, and then from there we're gonna go and look at the many different cars. I think it's 4 cars that we get in this pack, in this Nissan Retro Racer car pack. So let's go ahead and check that out. Pause. Get into home. Oh, got a lot of little icons and things here. What's this accolade I got? Let me check that out. Shiver Me Timbers, is that the one? Or is it a different one? Yeah. What the heck? I don't even use any of that stuff. I don't like that. Let's go and get home first. And we'll try out some of the other things. Here we are. Let's go to the garage and let's check out the cars. It should be my recently added, so let me go into recently added and jump to recently added. Okay, so this is the, well, I got a bunch of car packs because I got all the car packs, and recently these are the ones that I haven't yet downloaded. I think this is a Chinese car pack right here, the Wu Ling cars and the Volkswagen and the Link Co and the MG. So those 4 were the Chinese ones. And then we got this Toyota, Nissan, Auto, and the Mitsubishi. I wonder which pack that was. I'm forgetting now. I think something Japanese retro or something. I don't know. And then this is the Nissan one right here, starting with the BE1 1987. Then we got the Escargo, we got the POW, and then we got the Figaro. All right, so these are the cars that I got, and then we have, I think this, the next one is this Italian one, and the Navara is actually not part of any car pack. I bought this from the Backstage Pass, and the Huracan LP is the one I was just driving. Oh no, actually the Aventador also I got not from a car pack. I got it from the Backstage Pass. So a lot of cars to try today, but I really want to focus on the Nissans that I just got, starting with the 1987 Nissan BE1. Looking like a Mini Cooper. Let's go ahead and select that. Get in the car. And there we go. Okay, really got the old Mini Cooper, Mr. Beans kind of vibes here. Let's go ahead and explode. Oh, look at that hood. Pops all nice. Can we take a look at the engine? All right. Pretty retro, I would say. Right-handed. Classic old doors. Oh, what's this behind us? Right there. Oh, look at that little mini trunk. And then we get up in there and very, very classic. Look at those sliding levers for the air conditioning and all that. All right. Oh, wow. Real classic cassette player right there with the equalizer and all that. Man, pretty awesome. No cup holders in this thing. This is before those times. All right. So we're going to implode it and we're going to go and get into it. Stock. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Got a little sound to it. Let's go. Okay. Alright, you know what? Let's do a proper sound check right here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, my e-brake problems. What in the world? Very slow. Hold on. All right, here we go. Now it should have no issues. All right, pretty chill car. Look at the side view mirrors, and the rear views. So there you have it. Tiny little thing. I wonder what we can do with this. Okay, we're stuck at 85. I'm flooring it right now. 86. Real slow acceleration. Needless to say, we're gonna have to tune this thing up, and it is in top gear right now. So this is top gear right here, third gear. All right. The B1. Okay, let's go ahead and try something out. Let's see if we can tune this thing up, get it doing something. I wonder what tuning setups are already available. Let's see. Okay, so this is what the graph kind of looks like already. Right now we're performance class D, and oh my god, the acceleration can go crazy high. And then we can get up to 250 miles per hour. That sounds stupendous. This one is 218 miles an hour, performance class S2. This is more of a balanced one, but this goes to 202. So the highest speed we're getting is 218 right here with the performance class S2. And I kind of like this setup better because it's more balanced and handling is a little bit better. But let's just go with the one we got. And then maybe we'll try a drift setup in this too. Let's see. Ooh, that's a hefty little bill right there. $108,000 we gotta pay for all that tuning madness. All right, let's go. Let's see what the difference is. Okay, let's give it a go. Zoom out a little bit. Oh my gosh, day and night. Let's do a proper sound check again. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you see the speed? Wow. Ooh, little wheelie. Caught the little wheelie right there. Almost 200 miles an hour. But I gotta slow down so I don't crash. Ooh. Ah. There you go. Woo! Man, this thing is fast. It feels so fast. Tiny little thing feels really, really fast right now, even though it's only like 160, 175 miles an hour that I'm going, but it feels fast. Some cars just feel fast, even though the top speed might not be all that great. They just feel fast when you're driving them. Their responsiveness makes you feel that way, and this is one of them. This tuning setup I like so far. 210 miles an hour already. 215, 218 was the top speed here. 213, 214. 214 is where we got. Wow. Okay, and the handling wasn't bad at all, guys. I mean, granted, this is performance class S2, so, you know, can't really, oh my God. And on dirt, it's just not ready to drive at all. Okay, it just wants to go everywhere. All right, so let's go to the stadium next. I feel like with this setup, we're easily going to get into the stadium. The question is, can I keep the car straight? That's going to be interesting. But driving 150 miles an hour is not bad handling-wise. On a steering wheel, feels pretty good. I could use a little bit more force feedback for this car. Oh my God, I lost it. I lost it. I knew it. Just felt it. Wow, the acceleration is crazy good. But I'm still getting used to the braking with this tuning setup, slowing down properly in the right amount of time. That's been a little bit more challenging. Yeah, see, my turn is not that great. on it either, but takes a little while to learn a new tuning setup and a new car. My God, we went from performance class, was it D, to S2 straight. Nothing in the middle. Yeah, see this right here. I almost lost control there again. But this time I did slow down enough to be able to cut. Oh, yeah, right there. Wow, in second gears, pushing almost 135, 140. That's madness. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. I think we get into the stadium easily. I just got to try to keep straight and not lose control. Oh yeah, we're in, baby. We're in. No problem whatsoever. And we hit the ball. Very nice. Man, this might be a good drifter also. You know, in this particular setup, you know, it's not very grippy. Obviously on grass is different anyway. But I get the feeling that we could have a good drifter here possibly. All right, so that might be the next setup we should try. So far I really enjoyed this one. Very speedy, you know, super on the acceleration. Woo! Very nice. All right, let's go back to the garage. We got a super wheel spin. Why not do that while we're at it? A super wheel spin. Oh, okay. I got the Shelby Cobra. That's nice. I think I have that car though. Oh, I got a lot more wheel spins, but let's go home first. I want to try a drift setup on this car. Let's see if we can turn it into a decent drifter. I'm going to change my steering settings to my drift setup. And in the car collection, I guess I didn't have the car before, so now I do. Cobra 427 SC. Okay, got it. Let's get us a tuning setup. What have people created in the drift realm? I don't need this. Any is fine. In keyword 1, I need my drift. See what you got me. Performance class A. No, none of these graphs are looking good. This graph is looking all right. This could be it, but it's an all-wheel drive. I don't want an all-wheel drive drift. A rear-wheel drive? There's no rear-wheel drive setup. This performance class A. Tried to do it. Drift rally. This looks like a decent setup, possibly. Okay, performance class B only has 2. Yeah, that horsepower is not going to do it. Some of these setups are just really, really questionable. Yeah, I don't want to try any of the 718 horsepower, so this stays the same in terms. Oh, this looks like it's going to be promising. Let me get this one, give this one a try. See what we can do. It kept the horsepower the same, so I felt like we didn't need that sort of power, but the rest of the stuff on the others was not as good, and based on what I've learned, ooh, so much louder. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. It feels like it's gonna spin out very quickly, very easily. It's very edgy. It's like very quick to my throttling. It has very quick response to my throttling. And again, that has to do with the acceleration, right? So key is gonna be to keep the speed in check. Maybe you gotta use the e-brake once in a while to kind of get the speed back right there. There you go. Okay. A little jerky. Ah, messed up at the last minute. Okay, so the e-brake, with some cars with the e-brake, you can, you know, hold the e-brake for a second. With this one, you can't, because it's a tiny little car. It turns around real quick. So if you hold the e-brake too long, yeah, it's gonna spin out of control a little bit quicker than you might expect. But, you know, yeah, the throttle, I was too heavy on the throttle there, but definitely doable, definitely fun. Feels like I could totally do this. Look at that. Yeah, totally doable, friends. Look at that. Oh man, this little thing is quite fun. This little thing is quite fun, I'm not gonna lie. Man, okay, so this tuning setup, you know, I have to endorse this tuning setup. This tuning setup is pretty good. This is the very first time I'm drifting this car. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm telling you, this thing is fun. All right, we got to check the skill tree because I'm really ripping it right now. And that was all 4th gear I've been doing it. Messed up there for a second. And there you have it. My goodness. Okay. Whew. Needed to catch my breath there. That was super cool. All right. So this drifting was really a lot of fun. Okay, let's get back home. I think I'm going to keep this drift setup on this one and get on to the runway jump. We didn't try the runway jump. We're in performance class S2, I think, right now. So that could be still a fun thing to do. So let's see how far this thing can go. And then we'll see what we can do next. And we'll try to hop in the next car that we got. Oh, no, this is performance class A. What was I talking about? I thought this whole time we're pushing performance class S1 or 2. But, yep, it's performance class A, and it was drifting like that. Wow. All right, back into the garage. Let's go there first. All right, pick that S2 again. We want that speed. And now we're going to try to go to that runway jump and see if we can get this thing across the river. I don't think so, because the top speed is still... I feel like the top speed has to be 250 or above for cars to cross the river, or as close to 250 as possible. This one is like at 218 top speed, so probably not going to happen. But it's a tiny little car. Who knows? With the aerodynamics, it might get us to cross the river. But let's go ahead and set a waypoint. Let me see if it gets me anywhere. Okay, it's the usual.
In 400 yards.
Gets us into the dirt area. Oh, look, the runway looks like it's been decorated a little bit. There you go. We've seen this before. I remember this. I remember when they had this. It looks pretty cool. I like this. My goodness. Okay, nighttime and rain. They're really mixing it up.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can hit top speed now. Doubt it, but we did cross 200. Did the barrel. Went way too far to the right. Was not gonna get into or onto the bridge. Okay, but the barrel was kind of nice. Now let's see if we do a normal one, do we get, you know, some mileage. Wheel spins ready. We got another wheel spin cooked up and ready to go. So far, I like the B1. Fun car. It's been real nice. Especially that drift. I really enjoyed that drift. That drift tune was really good. There's something so fun about just having a tiny little car that you're just whipping around all over the place. It's super fun. There's something so fun about that. There you go, a little 360. Not that I meant to do that, but... Alright, now just a regular old jump. See how much distance we can cover. Man, this tuning setup is not bad either. The speed is really good. The sound is kind of whack. You lose the original sound of the car. You know, it is what it is. Can't have everything. All right. So what do we gain? What do we gain? 1,729. Not even close. All right. So 1,729. Got to, after the landing, got to like the middle of the river, but mostly, you know, near the entrance of the river is where we landed. So not all that in terms of getting that height and getting that distance covered in the air, but hey, fun little thing. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna run straight into, there you go, the pallets. These pallets are so annoying. Why they're there, I don't know. Woo! These lights are kind of trippy. So we did the stadium, we did the drift setup, we did the barrel jump, and we did our final runway cross the river attempt, which wasn't that great with this little one. All right. And now we're here, and we're going to head back home. Why don't we do a spin real quick while we're at it? We got a lot of spins. 6 of them. We'll do maybe 1 or 2. Oh, come on. The garbage wheel spins. The longer you stay in this game, the longer you play this game, the worse the wheel spins get. See, 2 5Ks in a row. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm just going to skip this. Oh my god. It's getting worse, not better. And again, it starts at 5,000 and still gives me 5,000. Look at this. This is like the worst run I have ever had of wheel spins. Not a single car. Okay, finally an S7, the Saline. I do have a Saline, but I don't know if I have the S7. Last one. Just skip it. Give me my 15K and get me out of here. So it looks like I did get a new car. All right, so the Saline is right there. Ooh, look at that. We'll take that. And, oh, wanted to check the car mastery on this thing. So nothing to write home about. That's all there is. You know, what's this? 7,000 credit, 1,000 XP. Who wants this stuff? All right, and what about this? We got only 5 Forza points. I'm not losing my skill points over that. Not gonna be stressing about that. So let's go back home, hop into the next car. What do we got next? That one was a hit. I was down with that. Let's go back into the garage. My cars. Sort recently added. All right, so the B1. Super dope. All right, I'm going to get that tuning set up right and get it back into that drift mode. Let's go to this escargot van looking thing, man. What is this? It's a rare car. Let's hop in. Let's turn on some Forza Vista. Check it out. Looks like one of them golf carts. They turn into a car. A golf cart turned into a car. Is that a giant battery? It's got a giant battery. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. It's got like a bench seat. Oh my god. This thing. And it's got, look at that. This is really like a little minivan. That's crazy. Alright. Oh, shiny new engine. Look at that. I like it. That battery just looks giant though. Another right-handed drive. Right? Escargot. Oh look, it's automatic. Okay, we got a little, oh, a CD player. This is fancy, isn't it? They got a CD player. Okay, an automatic CD player. Look at that. Nothing else to really check out here. But let's go ahead and, well, while we're here in the garage, why don't we take a look at it, you know, where it stands currently, right? So right now it's performance class D with a rating of 222. All right, it's gonna be really slow. So stock is forward wheel drive, only 72 horsepower. My goodness, that might be the slowest car in this game. I think even the Peel is faster than, oh, maybe not, but 72 horsepower is really, really low. And look, 0 to 60 in 17. My god, 17 seconds. Okay. So if we were to get that S1 setup, it brings us to kind of similar to the B1. 718 horsepower, gets up to 196.1 miles per hour. Acceleration goes pretty fast to 3 seconds. You can turn it all-wheel drive. But let's try this forward-wheel drive. We got to try it stock before we try anything else. And I'm not even going to try a drift setup on this. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a go. Let's go. Golf car vibes. All right, nighttime Forza. Oh my god, it sounds so bad. Oh my god, this is so... Hold on a second. Okay. Hi. Hi, the cooker. Alright, you know what? For a tiny little van type of situation, a golf cart type of situation, it's not terrible. I expected worse, to be honest. But obviously now it's stuck on 2. And it looks like catching speed, accelerating from this point on is going to be a struggle. And it is. We got to 70 miles per hour. Am I going to get to the revs to shift up? Is there even a gear? A third gear? I don't know. Okay, there you go. That downhill helped. And now we're in third gear. Okay, just like B1. You know, 3 speeds. Let me see if there's a 4th. Yep, no, there's no 4th gear. So this is the fastest we're going to get, 87 miles per hour. I don't know what else to say. All right, let's turn it around. This car looks like a car you might draw when you're like in elementary school and like they tell you to draw a car and they're like, draw the letter D backwards and it's gonna turn into a car. Add some circles at the bottom. It's so funny. It's such a funny looking car. An easy to draw car. And it's got a giant screen in the back. Look at that. That window in the back is huge. You can see everything. The bench seating and all that. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the garage. Tweak it up a little bit. Try to see how fast we can get it to be. And then we'll try out some jumps. Sorry, bus. Okay, so here we are. Garage, upgrade, find a setup. This time, let's go for speed. All right, we don't need drift. Top speed. Let's see what's the highest people have gotten it to go. 196.1 here. 190, 185, 130, 193. So 196 is the highest so far. Yeah, 196.5. And 196.1. So 196.5 is the highest so far. Yeah, 196.5, and there's no S2 that I can see. Apparently the highest you can go is S1. So let's get this. This is the highest speed. The one that 196.2, I think it was 196.5 we wanted. Where did it go? Yes, this is the one. Okay, let's get it and see what kind of crazy things we can do with this van. 110,000 I gotta spend on this crappy van. That's crazy. But it is what it is. We try it. We give it a go. Back it up. It's literally the letter D. Oh my god. It literally sounds the same as that B1 setup that I tuned up. It sounds exactly like that. Okay. I'm feeling some force feedback right here. This handling is actually at this speed better than the B1. That tiny car was a little bit more sensitive at higher speeds, easier to flip around. And we got up to 7 speeds already. And it's still accelerating pretty fast. Okay. Not a bad drive right now. Woo! All right, very nice. Man, the visibility with this van is so high. It's like weird. When I was going uphill, I couldn't see anything. This is a little bit better, this view. All right, so yeah, top gear is 7. 190, we got to. 192, 3. Oh, 193 is... Oh man, it didn't go too high, but it did go flat and straight. So, not bad. It's a pretty stable van. Alright, let's go. Ooh, man, nice. I think this is all-wheel drive setup, and I can feel it. Very nice. Look at the night skies, the stars are out, everything looks beautiful. Forza graphics, always the best. Everything looks gorgeous. All right, I think we're gonna get into the stadium with this. It might be a little challenging because, you know, to keep it stable, to keep it straight, it's a little bit of a challenge. But this is a pretty good tuning setup. I think it's a very stable tuning setup for high speed. My gosh, it's actually pretty good. It's not that bad of a drive, this thing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to 150. You know, that's the minimum speed I usually need to get into the stadium. Anywhere, depending on the car's size also. But anywhere between 145, 150 usually at minimum is what we need. And then add to that, if I gotta slow down because of all these bends and these cars, the stupid cars. Okay, 159, 160, that should get me there. Yeah, that should get me there. There you go. There is no grip here whatsoever. Where's the ball? Bong. Hit it from the back. All right. All right. It'll be kind of cool to try a barrel with this thing, and it'll be kind of cool to see how far it can go on the river. Look at that. It's ready to jump and all that. All right. Flames coming out the exhaust pipe. You know, this car is no joke right now. This van is feeling itself. All right. Here we go. We go there. And down there, fast travel. Let's get us to the river. Here we go. It's gonna have no off-roading capability.
200 yards. Turn right.
Oh man, and the suspension is kind of crazy. It's like every little bump is like jumps higher than I expect.
In 100 yards. Turn left.
Bomb. How's that for an entry on the runway? Very nice. This car is fun. All right, so a lot of these cars, once you tune them up and just like go for a complete beast mode with these cars, they've become fun because you know they go from super slow to something that's totally ridiculous. You know, as you can see in this case, and that's kind of fun. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can reach top speed this time. You know, a slower car needs a long kind of run up to get to that top speed. I don't know if we're gonna get there. We're 185. Yeah, I don't know if we get there, but I'm gonna try a barrel. Woo! That barrel is not bad. That barrel is not bad. And we're on the road. Look at that. This little golf cart thing slash van is super fun. All right, so that jump was kind of crazy. Oh man, I hit that tree through my rear tires, and that was not good. Okay, let's go ahead and try a normal jump, a normal river jump, and we're gonna see if that gets us anywhere. A normal river jump. What's the name of this car again? The S-Cargo. Duh, it says it right there. S-Cargo. Okay. Here we go. Regular jump. Let's see how far we're gonna go through that target of lights. 190. Yep, 190 is the fastest I got this car to go on the runway. And no, not even. We're not even gonna get wet. We are not even gonna get wet. All right, so there you have it. That's the S-Cargo. Pretty fun car. This tuning setup is not bad at all. Let's go to the next one. We got two more cars to go in the car pack. This is our Nissan Retro Racers. Garage. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Leave me alone. All right. Back at it. Garage cars. Recently added. All right, so B1, awesome. S-Cargo, pretty fun with the tune-up. Nissan POW, and then the Figaro. All right, so let's try the POW, the 1989 Nissan POW. That looks kind of like the big sister to the B1. I don't know. It's another one that looks like, you know, got that Mr. Bean's feel, Mini Cooper type of feels. Yeah, like literally looks like a copy of that. Even the logo, the badging. But anyway, explode everything. Opens the same way as the B1. All right, we got a pretty cool interior. All right, side door panels, very nice white touch to the sides. Nice trunk. Trunk opens both ways, top and bottom. We got a little rail right here. That's pretty cool for the rear window. And that white steering wheel I'm kind of feeling. Look at that. That's a beauty right there. Wow, all these white, that white accent touch is really nice. Okay, and it says power right there. The automatic. All right, cassette player we got right there. No CD player in this one. The van had it better than this car, huh? When it came to technology. Got a bunch of latches. Looks pretty cool. Really clean look. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I mean, those levers for the wipers and the indicators. That's beautiful. The white knobs and everything. That looks gorgeous. All right, we're going to give it a go. Once again, let's go into the garage once again and see where the car currently stands. So currently this is a performance class D also, and it looks like there is S2 available here, and it can go up to 1200 horsepower with a 257. That's the fastest of these Nissans so far. So we're definitely, believe you me, we're going to be trying the 257 mile per hour setup. There's two here, 257 and 257.8. That's even faster. All right, the handling really is terrible. So we're going to see, you know, what we can do. Oh my God, it even goes higher than that. It's 259 and the handling suffers even more. Like you could barely handle this car. I think I'm going to go with the 257.8 and we'll see what it does. But we got to give it a go when it's stock, right? And this one again, just like the B1, because it has so many similarities in terms of looks and the stock performance. We're going to try this in drift mode also. But first, let's drive. This is stock right here. All right, let me take a sip. Need a drink. All right, look at that. Very nice. It really does have the Mini Cooper styling. All right, here we go. Sounds, again, kind of, I don't know, sounds like B1 to me. A little bit less aggressive sounding, but I don't know. $65. My gosh, going up hills is a struggle right now. Look at that. A real struggle. Okay. All right, we're gonna go downhill and hopefully I can catch some speed to shift up. We're almost there. 67, 68. Wow. 69. Where are we gonna get to 70? Downhill coming up. There you go, 71. Okay, now we're in third gear finally. 85 miles per hour are we gonna hit? Yes, we are. Oh my god, look at that car just buzzing by. 85 top speed so far, and 86. And third is our top gear. All right, so that's what we got with this, guys. That's the best we're gonna get with stock. Okay, let's go home again. We're gonna tune it up. Let's get that setup going with a top speed of whatever it was, 258 or whatever. Crazy madness. I think it's gonna be a bonkers car. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Okay, search it up. Top speed. Let's go. What are we getting? S2 is what I'm looking at only, not 247. 258 is what we're looking for. 0.1, 257. 241, 246. No, it's that 258 one right here. Which one was 258? 258.6, 258.1. Okay, so this one right here, S2 911. Let's go. See how fast this thing can be. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna take it to the museum for me. 104,000. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go broke upgrading these things. Okay. It just takes too much time to kind of, you know, flip through everything. So I kind of go with this quicker way, but you end up spending a lot of your credits. But what else am I going to spend my credits on? There's nothing else left to do in this game for me. I've been playing it for so long. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours, I feel like, in this game. So I really don't care about the credits. Credits come and go. And nowadays in wheel spins, all I'm getting is credits. I don't barely get any cars. So let's see, what is all this about? All right. Oh my, that kind of took me by surprise. Okay, hold on. After the stop sign, we're gonna try right here. Okay, get set. Oh wait, what? Hold on. Guys, we can do this like a convertible. Hold on. So I pressed G, and what did it really do? Oh, the top. The top. Look at that top. It gets folded up. The top gets folded up. Okay, if I do G again, it doesn't show you live. That's annoying. But of course, we're going to have the top down. So now the top is back up. Let's do G. On PC, G is the button. Okay. Look at that. All right. Now it looks fun. Okay. Let's go. I just noticed that. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hold on. No, I'm not going to be able to control this car. This is a crazy monster. Look at that. That acceleration, I just could not handle whatsoever. Okay, hold up. Let me be a little bit more careful this time. Shift early. Try to keep control. Oh, but yeah, there is no... This thing is not going to be able to go straight. Well, it can only go straight. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with the bends. Woo-hoo-hoo, 200 just like that. Bomb. Somebody was flying through those rocks right now. So I feel like I'm not the only one, you know, engaged in reckless driving. Alrighty, here we go. 200 miles per hour easily, and it's still accelerating really fast. My goodness. Top gear 7, I think. 244. 249 is the fastest I got. Okay. Came down pretty nice. Came down pretty stable. Woo! Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this into the stadium. Speed-wise, obviously fine. But these bends, I feel like I need a little bit more experience with this car to kind of get it to get around these bends without crashing or without spinning out. So that is tricky. Whew! Almost crashed. Oh, it feels like I'm losing grip. Man, I feel like I feel so tense driving this car right now in this tuning setup because I feel like I'm gonna spin out, lose control any minute. All right, we're gonna see if we can get into the stadium though. We always gotta try, you know. Ooh. Ugh. Man, I feel like I'm sweating. Afraid to drive this car. Okay, well, it wanted to turn around. It knew I needed to turn. Oh my God, it's so fast. Even the reverse gear is like crazy fast. I just tapped it and it just went blazing fast. All right, shifting early for handling purposes. Okay, so, you know, wasn't the best of the driving skill, but woo! There you go. Wow. All right, definitely need some skill to drive this thing around in this tuning setup. All right, not gonna lie, this it requires a little bit of skill and practice probably. This is it's a harder tuning setup to learn. The B1 felt like it was more manageable. This one is less manageable, and that handling number that we saw go down with this tuning setup, that really you can feel that. All right, let's go down to the runway, and then maybe after the runway jump, we'll try a drift setup. Wow. Okay, so that was kind of crazy. We still got the top down.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
There we go. Let's try to get top speed, and let's try to get just a regular jump first, and we'll do barrel at the end then. Switch it up a little bit this round. All right, there we go. Woo! There's a car right down there, and we are gonna almost cross the bridge. Wow. Okay. So that was kind of cool. Pretty much crossed the bridge. All right, didn't expect that, but you know, the speed was there. The speed was there. All right, we're gonna try a barrel next. We haven't done a barrel in which we landed on the bridge yet. That's very annoying. But we'll try it with this one. I don't know. The handling on this one is really hard. So it's not that responsive. It's not that great. So it's going to be harder to do a barrel on this, but we got to try it. We got to try it. All right, there we go. Speed is not an issue with this tuning setup. Woo! Man, speed is not an issue. Oh my god, yeah, I couldn't do a barrel. Something else, an Air 360 or something, but no barrel. I was way too far, and then the handling is just not that responsive enough for it to really get there. Oh my god, we didn't even check out the skills tree for the van. Look at that. Just going up the hill is an adventure with this thing. All right, let's go home. While we're here, we're gonna check out the car mastery on this. Very basic, nothing, again, nothing crazy. Very basic. I feel like when they have car packs, basically every car in the car pack, I feel like should have wheel spins or something, because people are paying for it. Give them a treat or something. You know, it's kind of lame that these cars, their skill mastery, their skill trees are so lame. Anyway, get home. We'll do the wheel spin right after. Wheel spins have been so trashy this whole time. One other one that I wanted to check out was the S-Cargo. We didn't check out the skills tree for the S-Cargo. So let's go here. Car mastery. Same. Basic nonsense. It's like crazy to me. You spend some money to buy these cars, and all you get is just like these basic cars. They look cool and all of that, but then, you know, we should get a little extra. Incentivize people, you know. Throw some paint jobs in. that are specially custom for those cars. All right, so next up. Oh, we were gonna turn this into a drifter. See, let's try that. Let us try that. Let's get into that car again. The pow. Let's do the pow wow. And this time, see if there's a good drift setup available. I think it could be a good drifter, especially with all that power. You know, let's see what people have created. Oh no, I don't like this setup. Nope, nope. This may be good. Drift all-wheel drive, though. I don't want all-wheel drive. This is the best so far, but the horsepower is so low, I don't think it's gonna drift. Okay, so this can happen. Drift slick rear-wheel drive. Drift slick rear-wheel drive. All right, the braking is way too hard on it. This looks pretty good. 609 horsepower. Can we do it? I don't know. No. All right, let's try this one. This looks to me, and this might be the second best option here. This one has more power, but let's try with the lower power first, because this thing was kind of nutty with handling, so maybe a little lower power might be the way to go. 85,000. I gotta spend another 85,000 for this. That's crazy. Just spent 101,000 or something earlier. They just after your credits, man. They're just after your credits. All right, here we go. Changing wheel settings to drift mode. Let's see what we can do. What's the power like? Let me floor it. Okay, all right. Maybe we could do something here. Alright, we might be able to do something here. It's a little lacking, I gotta say. It's a little lacking. You know, that 1200 horsepower you really can't beat, probably. Right. Alright, let me see what I can do here. Nah. Alright, so the B1 was better for me, especially for that setup anyway. You know, you could probably tweak this stuff around a little bit to your liking. And then maybe we could turn this into something. But right now, with this current drift setup, with, what was it, 600 horsepower or so? Not all that. Not all that. Okay. Ah, too much. Ooh, but it does want to come back. Okay. Oh, not enough. Oh, it comes back too quickly. Transitions are hard to master so far. Oh my god, I gotta use my left foot braking here. Okay. No, I don't think so. This car, in this setup anyway, I'm not feeling it too much. Yeah, I guess it takes, you know, takes a bit of practice. Ah! No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Not with this tuning setup. Let's get out of here. Try our last car. We got a super wheel spin. Come on. Something nice. It's been a while. It has been a while. Okay, 200,000 I'll definitely take in the Jaguar XES. Okay. Yep, I thought I had it. Sell for 28 grand or send as a gift. Let's send you guys a gift. Here we go. Anyone. Give it to anyone. Enjoy. Zigzag coming at you. All right. So that was that. And we're going to try our car master. Did you already look at it? Yep, already look at it. Nothing to write home about. Time to go home and find another car. B1 so far, my favorite. The Escargo, second favorite. And this one, not so much. The POW was kind of whack. Did not reach the potential that its name suggests. Let's just say that. All right, recently added the last one, the Nissan Figaro, 1991 Nissan Figaro, or Figaro, whatever you call it. I have never heard of this car. Look at that. And it's like Nissan changes its logo, its badge for every car. All right, so everything is different. Let's explode that. Look at that. Very clean and nice. This is kind of like a cruiser type of a situation we're looking at here. Okay. Very nice. Look at that. Ooh, there's some cargo space up there, and that little is that. Oh, that's the little tire bay right there. We can store our. Oh, look, there's even a little bag with the tools. That's cute. All right, looks very nice on the inside. Some leather seating. This is kind of like a luxurious looking car, and it's got those white touches too. But even better, I think. A lot cleaner. Another automatic shift situation down there. Very clean. It's definitely got a more of a stylish, luxurious kind of a feel. Look at the glove compartment. Got a little locking mechanism. And the rear view mirrors. All that. They look pretty cool. Pretty. Oh, look. And this one also has some kind of a convertible situation at the top. So all is well here. This is nice. All right. We're going to take a look at it from the perspective of performance right now. Let's go to the garage, see what the upgrades that are there, that exist, that are available. We'll go back to top speed. We won't install anything yet. We're performance class D to start with, 324, and the current stock speed is, well, 75 horsepower and 96.7 miles per hour is the top speed. And if we get to S2, we can get to 204 with that one, and 219 with that one, 219.5. All right, so obviously the 219.5 is the one we're going to try the fastest possible. 219.5, we're going to give that one a go. This is 219.1. All right, so for now, let's drive it stock and give it a go. Looks nice. Looks like a classic, you know, that old look, that old Porsche, that old Mercedes kind of styling to the old Aston Martins. Got that European kind of look. All right. Oh, see, it's got that little convertible symbol. Press the G. What happens? Yeah, the screen goes black, and then ooh, this one looks good though when it's removed. Look, it actually comes off completely. Look at that. Right? That is kind of really cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Very quiet. You know, it looked like a luxurious car, and luxuries usually, you know, go that route. Okay, the acceleration was quicker. It's definitely, I could already feel the acceleration is quicker than all the other cars in stock. Okay. Very nice. But here, obviously going up the hill, all the cars struggled. They performed around the same, and this is doing the same thing. It's, you know, it's doing what it's doing while everybody else just smokes past me. But we're at 73. The top speed was like 95, 96 or something. I don't remember now, but it was in the 90s. We're about to go downhill. I'm already in third gear. With the other cars, I couldn't get to third gear just like this, so this is definitely an improvement. And we're getting to our top speed already, going down the hill, 95 already. And third is your top gear, so 95 miles, 96. All right, so definitely the quickest of the bunch, stock, right? So this one is the quickest of the bunch when it's stock. Ooh, and this might be a good drifter, guys. What's the name of this car again? Figaro, that's right. All right. It's a newer car than the other ones. This is a 1990, it looks like. Yep, a 1991. Very nice. Looks really nice. Accelerates faster. All right, we're ready for our tuning setup. So let's go ahead and take it there and bring it to that S2 top speed tuning setup and see if we can handle it at that tuning setup. All right. We said we're going to find the fastest. S2, 204, 219.5 was the fastest, right? Yep, that was the one. All right, let's go. How much are we spending now? So we got 104,000 going from D to S2, 798 horsepower. That's kind of surprising to me. I thought it was going to go to 1,200 like the other, those little ones, the POW and the B1. We got them to 1,200 horsepower. This one didn't get there. All right. But let's see how it rides. And then we'll try a drift setup also. Let's go. We're going to go try to get into the stadium with this. You know, we'll do a regular festival jump, then the stadium jump, and you know the drill. Woo! Oh, these brakes. Oh, that feels good, guys. So far, so good. Very fast. Handles definitely better than the POW. I think anything handles better than the POW, so not much to say there. We are not saying much there is what I mean. But this definitely feels more manageable. Top gear, maybe 7. Yep, again, top gear 7 in this tuning setup. And not as speedy. You know, the power's not there compared to the B1 setup that we had. And then later the POW and the S-Cargo even. I felt like those were accelerating a lot faster. Ooh. Yeah, haven't gotten to 200 yet, I don't think. But we're about to now. So there you go, cross 200. Very nice, very manageable. Oh no, why did I do that? Ruined it. Okay, didn't cross the 200 again for the jump, but could have been faster, let's say from 1219, 1,219 feet. Maybe we were gonna get 1,300 if I was a little bit faster. I don't know. I hit the stupid barriers. Okay, and it wants to spin. It wants to go gliding. And we can do that. We will make that wish come true, but first, we have some business to handle up at the stadium. It's daybreak again. It's morning time. We have been driving for, I feel like, an entire night. Most of the live that I just did was nighttime driving, it feels like. That's classic Forza for me. Every time I log on, it's freaking nighttime, and I hate it. Because I don't really like the nighttime driving, but as I've said before, I like Forza's nighttime better than the other, you know, racing games that have nighttime driving, because I do feel Forza manages the lights at night pretty well and keeps things bright enough that it doesn't feel like it's pitch black. I don't like that pitch black, ultra dark sort of an environment. Okay, so the brakes are kind of in this setup are way too sensitive. I'm like not getting used to it. I just tap the brakes and it just goes hard. Starts screeching right away. So I got to be very gentle with the brakes. Ooh, near miss. All right, so see again. What have I done? So this one kind of like spins with the e-brake in a more normal manner that I'm used to. All right, so this is the fastest we were able to go with any of these cars when it came to this bridge, but my gosh, the car also got sideways in the process. Woo! Man, I like this car though. This really does feel like a cruiser, a daily driver kind of a car. I don't. Ooh, look at that! Did you see the jump? My gosh, just driving straight, you know, hit the ceiling. Getting out of the tunnel, hit the ceiling. That was crazy. All right, so with this, let's go ahead and see what kind of distance it can travel when we go to our runway jump. Fast travel it. Let's go. Man, what a journey this has been so far. Getting in.
In 400 yards.
All these retro Nissan racers. The retro racer car pack. I have to say, I had very, very little hope that I would like any of these cars. I am pleasantly surprised. I like at least 2 of them. The S-Cargo is fun too. I don't know if I'm ever going to drive that car again, to be honest with you, though. You know, I'm not going to be driving a little golf cart looking minivan type of situation in a game. I don't see any reason to be doing that. I'm not gonna find the motivation to do that, let's just say. But this car, I can see myself driving in the game once in a while and just chilling and hanging out and, you know, just feeling it. The way it looks is pretty nice. Really nice. It's small, it's fun. All right, and then this tuning setup is very fast. It's manageable, it handles okay. The brakes are a little iffy, but, you know, with some practice, the brakes are gonna be fine too. So this I can see myself driving, and I can see myself driving the B1. Those are definitely the 2 easy winners for me. Don't really have to put a lot of thought into that. And here we go at 212 miles per hour. That's the fastest we got. Look at that top view. We are getting to the very beginning, you know, very mouth of the river, as you might say, but didn't really carry too far, right? This does look like a bulkier, heavier car than the other ones that we were driving in this series, in this car pack. So it makes sense it didn't travel as much. It still, I feel like, traveled more than the POW, okay? If I'm recalling that right, or the van maybe. So maybe this and the POW are tied up. But with the POW, I couldn't even do a barrel. So let's see if we can do a barrel here. And then we're going to see if we try a drift setup. And if I can drive sideways with this thing a little bit, that'll be kind of fun. Here we go. Okay. So we're catching up, we're catching up, we're catching up. And now we just gotta try to do this barrel. Just gotta get on this ramp the right way. I'm coming too far from the left though. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. And ooh, look at that. Right on the bridge, guys. Right on the bridge. And this bus was waiting for our demise. But we did it. Look at that. Woo, I'm happy about that. I surprised myself there. Finally, a bridge landing. It didn't land in the middle of the bridge, but a bridge landing nevertheless. That was cool. First try. That's pretty awesome. All right. So there you go. There you have it. We got our Nissan Figaro, one of the better cars here. So the Figaro and the B1. I'm down with these two cars. Like them out of the pack. And they're fun. I'm gonna keep the B1 in my drift setup. I'm gonna drift that one a little bit more because I really enjoyed that drift. And this one we're gonna try drift setup, see what people have created so far, put something on, and see where we go from there. Let's see it. Let's try it out. Let's go back home. This is our last thing we're gonna do in the live stream right now. Turn it into a drifter. Top speed, no thank you. Grip, no thank you. Drift, yes thank you. All right, so this one again, 800 horsepower. Nope, 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 nope. That looks good. 800 horsepower. We don't know the speed because it failed the test. So, but this one does look good to me. You know, I go by that yellow hexagon. This is what kind of the hexagon needs to look like. It would be even better if the speed point was higher and the brake point was lower. Then the shape would be kind of ideal. We could take a little bit higher acceleration too, but so far this one looks pretty good. This one looks good too. 718 horsepower, drift rear-wheel drive. Let's try that. The performance class A1 was kind of, it said it failed the test, but it had higher horsepower. It also rear-wheel. It's a rear-wheel drive with drift setup, but this S1 is less horsepower. No, which one was it? Was it this? No, not this one. Yeah, this one. You know, looks pretty good. Acceleration is higher, but the horsepower is lower. So let's try this one, performance class A, see where that takes us, and maybe we'll try the other one too, and we'll pick one. I'm gonna go with the higher horsepower because, you know, with these cars, these slower cars, you kind of need that. You need some power. Otherwise, it's hard to kind of whip the car around to even initiate the drift, and we don't want that. All right, changing settings to drift mode. There we go. Steering wheel feels nice and light. What is happening? Okay, so this might be, okay. This is kind of like you don't even have to do anything and it'll just start drifting, but you just have to be able to control it, obviously. All right, so let me go up a little. Maybe in fourth is a little bit more manageable. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I think I could get used to this, learn this a little bit. Let's keep going with it. Yeah, but the first two gears are just ridiculous. The acceleration is way too much. And then, you know, in third, it's picking up speed very fast, which is a problem because once you start drifting and the car picks up speed a little too fast, then you kind of you got to be careful with your braking. I don't like that. And especially if you're going like downhill already, then you have to like shift gears. Ah, there you go. I knew I was gonna hit that. Ah, almost made it. Almost made it. Okay, not as good as the B1. Well, this drift setup, I feel like this car does have potential. Maybe we'll try the other one with the lower horsepower. Maybe that will be actually better. Ah. Okay. Could do it though. Could definitely do it. I do want to try that other drift setup also with the slightly less horsepower. Let's try that. Because it could be good. This isn't perfectly hitting the spot right now, but it is good. It is fun. Just have to learn it. You have to get used to every new car. So that's, you know, basically where I'm at with it. It's the very first time I'm trying it, but it has a lot of potential. So let's go back down to the other setup, see if we still find it. It's still on drift. It was an S1 setup. This might have been it, right? No, not drift drag. I'm looking at the suspension and tire compound. It was a drift rear wheel drive. This, yeah, this is the one we have. This is also A. That's not it though. This might be the one. Drift. Yes, this is the one. All right, let's see. Let's give this one a go. You saw the graph was pretty much identical. Let me just show you the graph one more time. Where was it? Ah, it went away. This. So look at the graph, right? It's very similar. So this is kind of the shape you're looking for if you're gonna buy a pre-packaged or a pre-made, you know, a drift setup, a tuning setup. This is kind of the shape that you're looking for. You know, a little off here, a little off there isn't gonna make that big of a difference, but this is the kind of shape you want. The speed you want the highest. All right, so braking is too high for me on this one. I would like the braking to be lower, but let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We're gonna download and install. Probably it'll be not that expensive because a lot of the parts we already have bought. So this round is 72,000. I don't know, still more than I thought it was gonna be, but let's see. We're jumping performance classes from A to S1, and then we're gonna drive out. Let's test this one out. Lower horsepower, but a better kind of a setup from what I can see as far as the numbers were concerned. Let's see what the first and second are like in this. The same pretty much. The car is behaving exactly the same. Okay. So they've changed the gearing ratios in this setup. So you could see the speed in third didn't get too high, which actually I like. That is what I wanted actually. I felt like the other setup was too fast. The car was accelerating too fast, and when the car accelerates too fast, it's very hard to control it. Very hard to control the drift, obviously, and then I end up mistiming my braking and my accelerating, my throttling around the bends. With this one, it's a little bit better. I have more control, I feel. Yeah. This is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one, guys. This is the one. Ooh, I messed up there. Wow. Okay, you saw how long it held there. We're gonna go right past this thing, no problem. This is a lot easier to control. There you go. Oh, wow. Man, these two cars, the B1 and the Figaro, are both really, really nice. I think the B1 tuning setup we found was still better than this, but this is good. Might have to add to my favorites. This is definitely good, definitely fun. And yeah, so driving on the straight, whatever the camber settings are right now, it's not driving straight, so that's very annoying. You know, a lot of weight. As you can see, my steering wheel, I'm turning so much, and it's, you know, responding very little to it. It's keeping the car straight a lot more, so that means turning and, you know, sharp responses. You can't expect that with this, and that's kind of what happens with a lot of these tuning setups. You know, if they go too hard toward the drift side of things, the straight drive just suffers. All right, so this is kind of like the top speed and the top gear, and there we go. We're gonna do a crazy tornado jump. Whoa, that's not what I was trying to go for. And this used to be the place where I would go to learn drifting in this game with all my cars. This is the spot. And I still can't drift. And I still can't drift. You know, every car is different. This is kind of a chill drift, though. I gotta say, this is chill. Once I get a hang of it. This is kind of a chill drift. Not gonna lie. Let's go the other way. It's very nice. It's very nice. There you go. Wow. My goodness. So there you have it, guys. This is the Nissan Retro Racer car pack. We found some goodies in this one, I gotta say. The Figaro and the B1. Both great finds, great cars. Definitely enjoyed that one. Definitely enjoyed this one. And let me know what you think about this. Which one is your favorite? Ooh, very nice. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.